resting place. I see your mind's full of delusion. When you look in the mirror, do you see your own face? Welcome to California, a place for hopes, a place for dreams, a place for scars, a place for screams. Welcome to Hollywood. Did you come here for a reason?
Welcome to Modern Art Blitz. I'm your host, Matt Gleason, and we're in the middle of an hour of talking contemporary art with some cool, interesting artists. My next guest, I want to say, I'm gonna let him tell you if he is an artist, a painter, an illustrator. I want to hear what he classifies himself as. But I'm going to introduce him as a very well-known, respected, and extremely talented art maker, Keith Weesner. How you doing, man?
Good to see you.
Welcome, welcome. Hey, so, sailing.
This is rough out there in Haiti.
So, wow. Tell me about, we're diving right into it. Now, you don't consider yourself a modern artist, do you?
I'm not sure.
You're not a modernist? Okay, let me ask you this. Are you a painter, drawer?
I paint and I draw and I doodle and scribble and...
So you consider yourself an artist, though, not a doodler?
I'd say there's artist, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what are we looking at here?
That piece?
Yeah.
That is just kind of a weird piece of a ship in a really challenging situation.
Bit of a dreamscape.
Yeah, and there's a kind of there's a woman sinking in a Model T touring below it, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And then there's a girl reading a book with a magnifying glass in a sofa chair.
Okay, and the ship looks abandoned. Everybody's gone. What happened?
And this girl with the, it's kind of like this is the story she's reading maybe. And she's oblivious to this insane situation she's in.
It's the comfort of the reader, not actually having to go through the situation.
Kind of, maybe the whole painting's about reading.
Okay.
I think.
So what year is this? You don't even know? Is it new? Old?
What year did I paint it?
Yeah. No, not what year.
2007.
Wake up, Keith. What year is it? No. I meant what year did you do this artwork in?
I think it was 2010, 2011.
I'm gonna walk in the monitor and wait. Let me zoom. Yeah, it's an 11. It's an 11. You were right.
Click the little number out. Yeah.
2011. Okay.
Yeah.
So and this is kind of indicative of your style. How big is this work?
It is about like 11 by 14
11
or
by
something
14?
like that.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just this heroic giant
It's bigger than both of us right now.
Well, I'm worried about sinking.
Yeah.
Hey, what is the biggest painting you've ever done?
I think it was 30 by 40 canvas.
Oh, really? So you like to work in more of an intimate scale?
Yeah, they're pretty much all smaller than that. I've just never gotten to the point where I'm...
So we can definitely never accuse you of being a street art muralist.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To your credit.
I'm afraid of heights, so I'm not going to be...
No scaffolding.
I'm not going to be up on scaffolding.
Have you ever been to Denver?
No. Well, yeah, I've been there, but I don't know what...
Because it's a mile high. You're not afraid of it?
The whole city.
Yeah. Are you? Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Hey, so who are we looking at here?
This piece is called Thriller, and I did it for my friend, and his wife is a screenwriter.
Oh.
And she wrote a movie that was about a hand that went around killing people.
A hand?
Yes.
Did this movie ever get made?
Yeah, it was, what was it called?
It was a movie about a hand that goes around killing people.
Idle Hands.
Idle Hands?
Yes, that's what it was.
It wasn't about Cousin It from the Addams Family?
No.
Maybe it was Cousin It.
I'm sure it was partly inspired by It.
It?
Yeah.
So this is just kind of a hyper realized situation of a writer?
Yeah, and then she's kind of writing a thriller, and then this, part of what she's imagining is sneaking
actually
up on her.
coming.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try to reach around here and type. I wasn't grabbing her. I swear I was just trying to type. Okay.
I like how we're I just put my feet in the carpet.
Yeah, nice shag carpet. Okay. So this was you made a gift, but you're particularly proud of this. You're particularly proud of this piece, even though you made it as a gift. It wasn't like a museum.
Oh yeah, well, it wasn't exactly a gift.
You sold it to him. Hey, you made a movie. You got enough money to buy a damn artwork?
He built a bathroom in my house.
Oh.
So it was
Good trade.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
My best trade, artists, the whole thing in the art world is if you can't sell it, you can at least trade it, is there was a painter who his dentist liked the work. So the artist gave the dentist a painting. The dentist gave me free dental work, and I gave the artist an advertisement for his art show in my art magazine. So it was this great three-way trade, and I still have the right there.
Chain bartering.
It's still in there, 17 years later, still holding up. Yeah. But that's a good barter then. You got your bathroom remodeled. You did a painting.
I paid for things too, but part of it was that.
You got to learn to barter with Home Depot. Anybody who can master that, call us, okay?
Yeah, maybe I need to do that
Home Depot
triangulated the bartering thing.
All right, well, let's see what else, because you brought a lot of artworks. Okay, now, this one's, okay, different.
We disappeared.
Okay, a little science fiction going on here?
Yeah, this, I just, sometimes these things pop into my head, and I don't really know what they mean, but they, I like to hear what people think of them, you know? Like, she's surreptitiously bringing this like animated glowing skull somewhere. She's landed on this rooftop, and she's
and it's kind of like an old
it.
city, but it's a new spaceship.
Yeah, well, it's kind of, I do a lot of these mid-century futuristic concept car styled flying cars, and they're always in these sort of decrepit Blade Runner or just downtown settings.
So the future, like there's the optimism of 50s, what they call like high modernism. Mid-century furniture, there's that optimism, and then there's movies like Blade Runner that are like the dystopic future.
Yeah, so I like to
gonna be terrible.
I like to play around with those things, and then I'll do like a hot rod that's in a futuristic cityscape. So it's almost the opposite.
It's the old one.
Yeah, so it'll be like an old car in the future.
And what is the medium? What are you using oil paint here?
These are acrylic painting.
Oh, okay.
People that paint, because I don't know what I'm doing, but the real painters tell me that that I paint like an oil painter.
You use acrylic paint in the manner of an oil painter.
But I don't even know what that means because I've never used oil paint. So.
You've never used oil paint?
I mean, in high school, they're like, "This is oil paint." Ooh.
Well, it's harder to wash out.
Yeah.
It uses toxic materials. Yeah. I mean, everything about acrylic paint is good, but most people really don't know how to make acrylic paint sing, and I believe you do. I mean, that's why we have you on.
I think I just figured out how to work it to where I liked it, and I think most people like that it won't dry fast, and I don't like that because I don't want to get. I've ruined things really easily, and I don't want to like.
So you want it dry? So
yeah, I want it to dry.
Ah, okay.
You know, but I think certain things like a nude figure where you're like the surface is continuous and it's all this blending. Something like that is kind of hard if it's not oil, I think.
Okay.
I can see why you'd really want that, you know, since it's taken you a long time to do this whole figure, and it's the same surface, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But if I'm doing, a brick building, it doesn't matter.
You just blast through it.
Yeah, and I do a lot of scumbling with washes over, and all kinds of.
Oh, here's another one here. Is this a hot rod race? What's going on here?
This is just sort of like a car show. They're just this couple's wandering around looking at this roadster on display, and then there's a truck in the background. And the interesting part about this is that a friend of mine is building that truck, like exactly, to like world-class standards.
Oh, really?
He built another truck from a vehicle in one of my paintings, and I had never met him. And when it came up that he was building it, he was halfway done with it, and then I ended up seeing it, and it was just really good.
You're a hot rod enthusiast.
Yes.
Are you a gearhead? Is that?
Yeah.
When do you cross over? Like, do they have an initiation ceremony? You are now a gearhead.
You know what? It's never good enough. If you're in a bunch of car guys, unless you've done everything, you're just like, oh, that guy doesn't know how to do this. So whatever.
So how many money pits have you owned in your life?
Well, I don't know. I used to have all these orphan old cars, and I would mess around with them.
Yeah.
I didn't have any modern cars, and I would have like 5 old cars, and I would drive whichever one worked.
What's your favorite car you ever had?
I don't know. I have I just sold a 58 Ranchero a few years ago that was my daily driver.
Wow, I didn't know they made
really missed
Rancheros.
that.
Is that the first year they made Rancheros?
No, 57 was.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
almost
God,
the same thing.
I didn't realize it was that early.
Yeah.
And it was like a pickup truck and it was a pickup truck and a car, right?
Yes, yeah.
Wow. And geez, I didn't know they were that old. So you just sold it though?
Well, about almost 4 years ago.
So you buy them junky and then you make them like into new bitchin' cars?
Yeah, I used to do it a lot more because I had more of a normal job, and I could come home and just go out in the garage.
Yeah. You don't have a normal job now?
No,
You're an artist.
I'm an artist, so I'm a complete
That's
weirdo
not a
now.
normal job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where are we here?
That is, that was a fun one because it was just this guy gave me carte blanche. He wanted 2 of his cars in a painting, and I don't do a lot of commissions, but I did these 2 cars, and I just figured out the best way to see. Both of them was to do this big, wide down shot of the street, and
Nice, yeah,
with all
yeah,
these
yeah.
little,
Very creative.
textural, decrepit elements to it.
And who are the ladies in there?
Well, I like to do these
He
little,
didn't commission them?
little window. No,
Don't tell my wife. Just say you came up with it.
he didn't know about them. Yeah. Anyway, the one girl with looks kind of sad in the blue glow of the television set. She's in her own little world, and then the little girl in the cafe, and I don't remember what she's eating. Can you see that?
What's for dinner? The Blue
Yeah.
Plate special.
Yeah.
So, and is this recent?
No, this was, I think that was about 2008.
Was that your first commission? You don't normally do commissions? No.
No, I do one every couple of years.
Like for a friend or just for the hell of it?
Yeah, I just much rather do whatever pops into my silly head and
Yeah.
then do
And
that.
do you mostly sell? Are you a free agent? Do you sell at a gallery? Do you work at a gallery? Where?
Well, I had for a long time. I worked with Copro.
Oh, okay, Copro in Santa Monica.
Yeah, and that's really the only gallery I've dealt with a lot here. And I've been in group shows here and there in other galleries.
You're LA native.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
Long Beach.
Oh wow. Where and you've lived around the Southern California area?
Yeah, Long Beach, and then I moved up to San Fernando Valley when I started working at Warner Brothers, and then
What do you do at Warner Brothers?
I worked there from '92 to '94.
Oh yeah.
Or 91, 94, or 04, sorry, 2004. So about 12 or 13 years, and I was doing background designs there.
Oh, okay. Did you have to actually go out, or you're just designing the map?
For
painting?
animated things, for
for
I would
animation.
just design,
okay.
yeah,
That's
all the action adventure stuff that Warner Brothers did, like Batman,
Okay.
Superman,
Oh really?
Batman Beyond, Justice League. So.
Oh geez. And you were not. They did not impart any superpowers on you, other than making great paintings.
No, I learned a lot about comic books that I've forgotten already. Everyone I worked with was a complete comic book expert, and I was just like, I can draw a building for you.
You're not a nerd. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
they're just like world class, know everything about, and I'm like, I don't know.
What city are we in here? It says city backwards. Oh, City Coffee. Okay.
Yeah.
So what year, make, and model is that?
That is a 1931 Model A Roadster.
Pretty hot rodded up though, right?
Yes.
Beautiful
Yeah.
sunroof.
That's
there.
like a sort of 59, 60 era hot rod. But anyway, it's driving through this real kind of creepy, dangerous street scene.
What could I ask? Just if you had that car right now, how much would that be worth? And are cars selling well? Is it a good time to sell your hot rod right now?
Probably 10 years ago was much better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And is it peaks and valleys, or do you see the era ending?
No, it goes through cycles,
It's
and
cyclical?
the economy.
Like if
is
you had a
with
38
that, and-
Roadster in that condition, you say, yeah, wait a few years, it's gonna
Yeah,
go back.
but
kinda
I mean,
follows
like
the-
that's a Model A. If it was a 32 Ford, it would always be. You could always sell something like that because the people who are really wealthy will buy that any time.
Oh, okay, so that's just it's the top.
Because
of the
it
line.
has
Okay.
this set. 32 to 34 Fords are like real estate. They're
Oh,
just
really?
like they're not gonna.
You know, I saw the Robert Williams movie, Mr. Bitchin', and there's an interview with Big Daddy Roth, because Roth and Williams work together.
Yeah.
And Roth said that the reason hot rods they're kind of rare is because they melted so many of them down for World War II to make tanks with. And so that there's
the raw materials to make a hot rod out of.
Yeah.
Like all the car bodies.
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
all the bodies. So there's a certain built-in rarity to something that was ubiquitous.
Yeah, they melted a lot of them down, and a lot of them were just destroyed in stock car races. And
Bonnie and Clyde shootouts.
Yeah, I don't think that was a large percentage of them, but it did.
Have you ever seen the Bonnie and Clyde car?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. I used to be at Whiskey Pete's. I don't know where it is
That's
now.
the last time I was at Whiskey Pete's. It was there.
Really? Okay. I've been to Whiskey Pete's.
I'm not
since then.
completely convinced that it's not a fabrication. But
Really?
I don't know.
There was a lot of bullet holes in it.
There can be a lot of bullet holes in cars.
It looked more like a piece of Swiss cheese than it did a car at that point. Okay, so we saw the same thing. Who's she? I want to get her on Modern Art Blitz.
Yeah, I don't know. She's someone who really appreciates this motorcycle.
Wow. Now, do you get a lot of? Have you ever had feminists protest your art?
No, I actually am a little paranoid about that, but I think people can read your intention.
Okay.
You know.
What's your intention here?
I just like
a beautiful motorcycle, a beautiful woman. They go together.
Yeah, I like to make it seem like it's almost like they're involved, and like maybe it's her motorcycle or something. They look real like fierce, and you know, they're not like anybody's fool. They're not like, oh, the decoration, you know.
Rockabilly chicks.
Almost the same situation could be completely the opposite, you know.
I like that. I like that.
But I had a woman tell me the other day that came up to me when I had my painting posters for sale, and she was like, "I really like the feminism in your work," and I was like, "Wow."
The feminism in your work? Well, because a lot of feminists are going to be
saw
like,
I know.
Yeah, but she saw the fact that
that's how she saw it.
This
she
is a
saw
strong, independent woman.
Here's a girl working on her car.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are like, it's actually a girl working on her car, or sometimes they're just staying. But you know, I think you can tell if someone's attitude shows through their artwork. You know.
So she's got her own phallic symbol. She doesn't need you, Buster.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, and what year was this? Do you remember?
When I did the painting?
Yeah.
Did you say 09?
09? Okay.
I think it was 09. 08,
okay.
09.
So, do you ever draw from life? Do you have a model come over and work with the model?
Not for these. I generally...
Because they're so stylized, they're from your imagination.
Yeah, they're kind of cartoony. Everything is like that. The cars, the people, they're all sort of halfway between, you know, Norman Rockwell and
Do you use existing
there.
photos as reference though, right?
A little bit, but I have a hard time drawing from photos, because then obviously, I mean, I know so many people that do really beautiful work from a photo. They just pick a certain thing, or maybe they take the photo, but they're just making that thing sing. And I'm more inventing characters and stuff.
Wow.
So
okay,
I'm
so
more
these are
like,
all very free.
I get a little hemmed in when I'm like trying to it's a different kind of thing.
Okay, so that,
you know,
that's great.
But I do draw from models though. Like I've been going to a drawing. I like to do that every once in a while, and
keep yourself sharp.
Yeah, because you're using a different part of your brain when you're, you know, looking at a model and drawing them, and I like to keep everything going.
And these are not like famous comic book characters. These are just two girls from your imagination.
No, they sort of look like they're up to no good. They're wandering around some car exhibit.
Watch out for those car show girls.
They're just. It looks like they're maybe going to steal something out of one of them. I'm not sure.
Watch out for those. So now, are they rockabilly girls?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Are you into rockabilly?
Over the course of my life, yes. It's, yeah.
Who's your favorite all-time band? Desert Island Disc. You're on a desert island. What album are you taking with you?
I don't know. Probably, it's not my favorite kind of music that I would pick to listen to during the day.
What?
I mean, like I was a teenager in the 80s, and I liked all the LA punk and roots bands, you know.
What if you were on a desert island now? What album would you want?
Fire of Love by the Gun Club.
Oh, Gun Club! Wow,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Lee. Oh, geez.
I think that's way up there on the. Yeah.
Well, Keith Weesner, thank you for joining us on Modern Art Blitz. We do this every Sunday. We stream live at dronebox.com. We'll be back right after this.